January's, how you doing? You're going to find these channel messages very strange, and we'll try and break them down for you. But there's something to do with around having a breakdown, a nervous breakdown. It might be a Cancerian for a lot of you, or a car, or someone's broke down in pieces because of about a car. But you've got also a car. So you've got a narc is what I'm hearing. A narcissist definitely around you. But I'm also hearing though, Rs, like Aquarius. As I show you my arse, someone else shows you theirs. It's like you show me your bits and I'll show you my pieces. So you got pieces of Pisces. That would represent, if you don't know the channel, it's going to be very hard for me to sit here 10 minutes explaining it to people. So you've got, look, Pisces, Aquarius, quite a few of them. Okay, and I'm picking up, like, as you show me your R's, I'll show you my arse. So I don't know what these arses are about, but it seems like as you show me your piece, I'll show you my piece. So definitely a lot of you are probably showing pictures or showing stuff to someone. It could be a showroom. Okay, but I'm also picking up though that heart to heart. Oh, okay, someone could have a heart attack around you. I'm not sure who this is. If you don't know the channel, you'll be very sensitive to this and not understand. But I'm definitely hearing a heart attack. Okay, this would be a person that is very stressed. Stress Eric. I'm also hearing Erica, or America. I'm not sure. But we will get there, Aquarius. You have to stick in there. This is really for people that follow the channel and understand the messages that I come out with, because we put them together as we go through the messages itself, because it's the Akashic Records. So bits and pieces, we pick them up. You're definitely dealing with around Pisces, and that's something to do with this person could be in pieces themselves, because you've got references for Scorpio, that they had so many Aquarius, Scorpio, Pisces placements that one was leaving one for another, okay? And it is also to do with a mother. Now, I don't know if this mother is going to be having a heart attack or it's the mother that's in pieces, but you probably live like I live, with a gaslighting narcissist, so I could probably give you true stories about that. Somebody that's probably using tactics now around travel and car, and they're trying to probably control the car to not let you go to hospital. As a lot of you know, I did need to go to hospital, and now someone is taking control of the car. Oh, it's just narcissists, Aquarius, don't worry about me. But I'm hearing, though, for a true fact of having Aquarius in my chart quite a lot, that there is something about showing ours or showing us, like being very arsey and very narcissistic. Also, I'm hearing ours or nars or lars, but beginning with L. But I'm going to show you my Lucy, is what I'm hearing. I'm going to show you my moose. Oh, moose. So some of you have got some very good energies around you of your sex life and things like that, and then very bad energies also that could be around your family, soul groups, a narcissist. But I mean, who doesn't have them, right? So who doesn't have M? So it could be Emily or Emma, but who doesn't have them? Who wants them? Nobody, is what I'm hearing. I'm sorry if your name's Emma or Emily or anything like that, but I'm picking up, well, I mean, I don't know, it could be you or them, but I'm definitely picking up the name M, or Martin, or something like that, but Maria, sorry, or Masarina, sorry, not you guys. I don't know if this is going on with you, but it's kind of like, what's going on with you? What's going on with you? What's going on? How you doing? I'm hearing, well, how you doing? How you doing? Nice to meet you. So you've kind of got this, oh man, let me try and work these out, because I kind of know it in my head. The pieces are fitting together, but that kind of means that I have to indulge in quite a few things. So you've got bits and pieces, right? Someone is in absolute bits. They're crying, they are putting on a performance, they're putting on a show, they're trying to not let you go. They know that you're leaving, they keep threatening for you to leave, and then when you do say that you are leaving, they probably threaten you in certain manners by using a car or a house and saying, okay, well, if you're not going to let me control your life, they will implement control into your life by using tactics of, say, okay, this object, say a car, doesn't have to be a Cancerian, but they could have that in their placement. They would use a car as a tactic to keep you in control, meaning if I can't control what you do, I will threaten you with like a house or a home or a car or something like that, or transportation or something like that that stops you from moving forward, because there is something here that you've got, Aquarius, that you need, okay? And because you need it, then it's stopping you from doing it, because it's something that you may not have yourself. The person that you're indicative with, that could be a family member, is stopping you from doing it because they're controlling your life by a thing. Now that can be, say, a house or a home, and they threaten behaviour of kicking you out. or they have a threatening behaviour of like around a Cancerian itself, or it is physically a car where they will then probably start to tell friends and people like that that I can't believe what's going on with this other person, there's something wrong with them, blah blah blah, gaslighting, narcissism. Oh man, you've got such a gaslighting narcissistic energy here, Aquarius. So let me try and break it down for you. Break down. Something to do with around a car. Break down, it might blow up, or you could be a 7 and you blow up in someone's face like I just did right now. So I am sorry if I'm coming across a little bit like that, Aquarius, because you and Pisces are the only two I have left and they are part of my chart. So I'm sorry if I come across slightly aggressive. I'm not, I'm just, how can I explain it to you guys? When it happens to you and it's also your sign, you kind of know it. Okay, and you know, it's difficult in order for me to kind of not give you the truth when it's the truth, and then I have to reveal a lot of things about myself as well, so I get quite compromised. So you've definitely got a narcissistic mother here, that's for sure. For a lot of you, if you are mothers, don't worry about it. I'm not blaming you or saying that it's you. I'm just saying that you are definitely dealing with for a lot of you, it would be your mother that is very controlling. Okay, if you don't have a controlling mother, I don't mean you if you are mothers, I just mean that some people here have got very controlling mothers. Okay, now because of that, what they're probably doing, and I'm just giving you the truth, what they probably are doing is using tactics to control you by things, right? By things itself. Okay, which is Stephen King, which could be Stephen, I am Stephen, you might know another Stephen, right? Also picking up in another reading, Stevens, someone that is something, it was false, Stevens, not false, it was just their name of their handle that they use for YouTube. Okay, so you've kind of got this, like something around Stephen, right? This person could be around Stephen, or going around Stevens, or coming around, like they're coming all over, okay? Someone could be coming, but you've got like this, this energy that I'm trying to figure out for you, Aquarius. Sorry if you've all just gone somewhere else. But like you've definitely got narcissistic supply, and it was relating to Scorpio. Sorry if I'm losing my words. Scorpio. You've got a narcissistic supply, someone that keeps supplying and demanding things, or like very narky. You've got a drug addict that was probably doing backyard dirty dealings in a car that was pulling up. That came up in the actual reading itself for Scorpio. Somebody was doing like backyard offence, like making an offence, making accusations, accusing people. That might have been me or someone else, I don't know. But you've kind of got this like accusation thing kind of going on for a lot of you. It could be court. You've definitely got a Cancerian that is either one dealing drugs or it's involving a Cancerian, and they're just watching this as well, and it's someone that they know that's dealing. But you've got someone that does this very shady thing that is either one about drugs and alcohol, and they deal, and it's a dealer or someone that goes to see a dealer, and they do this down the back alley, and it's to do with Ali or Sally or Sal or Al or Ali. Anything to do with those names maybe that could be indicative in this energy. I'm definitely picking up though of around like someone also using just a car as a tool for implement, meaning that I need to get somewhere and I know that you need to get there, but I'm holding that back to say that you can't have the car or use the car, and I'm using that because that's the only thing that I have to keep control of you. Now that can also be coming through as food, and through drink, and through say you're in the coronavirus, you live in a place, a person can threaten to make you leave, and then when you do leave they break down and have a complete emotional outburst and not want you to leave. It's because this person's a narcissist. So you've kind of got this leave, stay, leave, the name Lee or Leanne or Lee, and it's this person's so goddamn fucking confusing and narcissistic that this person is like tormented. Maybe as a child, or a child is being gaslit, or you've got a younger person that's gaslighting people, I don't know, but all I keep hearing is gas, because it's coming out of someone's arse, okay? So it's coming after Lars or L or anything to do with Elijah, or hi Elijah, or anything like that. But I'm picking up like it just keeps coming out, and it just keeps coming and coming. Someone's going to keep coming and coming and coming. Whatever it is, it keeps coming out. But you've also got a same-sex relationship message here as well. But you've got, okay, let me break this down for you, Aquarius, so I don't look like I'm weird. You've got very good messages here, but you've also got some very bad ones, okay? So the very bad things is also around a possible Pisces, and it is relating, it's either around M or Emily or Emma or M, okay? Now, you've got this energy where someone could be telling family members about people or whatnot, but it came through the Scorpio reading, and you would really need to see the actual tarot reading on the other side on Patreon, how that played out, okay? Because it was a lot to do with people having Pisces Aquarius cuspers or Pisces Aquarius mixes. Pisces are also Aquarius in Vedic. They would be an Aquarius sun sign. Okay, you've got people that have gone back to the past to try and come back to the forward, backwards and forwards, Cancerian 7, backwards, forwards, trying to confuse you, trying to fucking piss you off, trying to annoy you. I can't go anywhere, and I can't go here, and I can't go there, and I'm compromised on my own, and if I go forward, I go towards a narcissist. If I go back to the past, they're a narcissist as well. If I go back to the goddamn family, they're a narcissist. And Jesus, man, what on earth are all these messages? Oh, it's very disturbing, if I'm honest, Aquarius, because it feels like that I am so trapped within 8, which is also an Aquarius Leo, that it's a nice place to visit, but I don't think I would want to live there, and I can't live here and I can't live there, and if I can't bear this living on my own, then where on earth do I live? And I can't even cope on my own. So you kind of got these, look, I ain't never going to be able to cope on my own, blah, 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 arguments like, well, yeah, but you need to cope and you need to blah, 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 blah. And someone is like so much up in your shit. It's like unreal, Aquarius. And it is all really basically just to do with like things of implements of like cars and houses and fucking some people don't want to live on their own. Some people don't live on their own and they live someone but don't want to live with the person they live with, but they're compromised because of the bills and the rent and the actual house, and I can't just like leave. I can't just fucking go. I've got to have somewhere to go. I can't go to see my ex because they're a narcissist, or I can't go to them, and I can't go here either. And then someone is just completely gaslighting a child. Well, I would be a child, so it would be happening to me. Sorry if I'm coming across a little bit strange, but it is happening, and it is my side also. So you've kind of got this, like, I am so compromised through children and mothers and fathers and brothers that I've got no idea what the fuck is going on. Well, that's probably because people are being gaslit. That's probably why. So in order to figure out who you are and what you're about, it means that I need to be on my own. And because I want to be on my own, there's someone that doesn't like it, the fact that somebody wants to either 1, be single, or 2, being left alone, and now you're dealing with a Scorpio. And someone's being pressured back into the corner that could also be involving a Leo. And because they're now pressured and now they're backed into a corner, somebody got bit by a Scorpio that got told something that they don't fucking like, because I keep telling people, don't keep pressurizing someone and knocking off anybody, because you'll get what you don't like and you will find out what it is that you don't want to find out. And this, ladies and gentlemen, sorry, listen. Sorry, but I can feel the energy being stirred up, and it's just narcissism, Aquarius. It's just someone that is really stirring up the energy in order to crash it, right, which is a car, or like try and use this car as an implement and a tool to not let you do it, to wind you up that much. And it might even be the fact that someone's right really needs a lift somewhere, even like I really need to get somewhere and I can't. And the only possible way that I can get there is the fact that I have to reach out to a narc, or a narc starts reaching out to a person to ask for a lift, or like, it's all to do with transport. It's all to do with transport. Like, I can't get there on my own, and someone's using a car, because they keep saying it's Cancerian, but it's also a physical car. Well, a Cancerian is also a 7, right? So you can look at that as your life path. So can you see how I can get so goddamn when I try to do sun readings? Okay, so you've got this man, I don't even know my head from my arse, and I don't know my arsehole, but you're definitely being shown one as well. That's what I'm saying, because you could be shown a physical arse or something, because they keep saying Aquarius is arse. So it's kind of like, well, I'm going to look at your arse, see your arse, or I'm going to show you it. But because I'm hearing show you my arse, right? I'm also hearing, and I'm going to show you mine. As I walk out the door, I'm going to show you my backside. So you've kind of got this strange energy that might be pictures and things, but it might also be, as I walk away, I'm going to show you my backside, which means you can kiss it. So you can kiss it goodbye. So you kind of got this, you can kiss my ass goodbye kind of energy, like, Zorro. So you've kind of got, look, you can kiss my backside goodbye because that's the last time that I will Elijah or anything, or like the last time that The Last of Us. So you might be dealing with a dead. Oh, okay. See, my spirit guides have been telling me quite a few things just lately through Aries reading and stuff. And you know that I mentioned in the Aries reading, Aquarius, I don't know if you've watched it or you know one, but I said about a stroke and a possible death. Okay, my friend that is Aries, that is with a Sagittarius, told me that her mum witnessed her neighbour had a stroke. Okay, this happened yesterday. And I said, have you watched your yearly? And she said, no, not yet. But I told her, when I see her, be careful, you want to watch this reading because there was something around this stroke. Okay, and then 2 days later, she informed me that that had happened in her life. Okay, so this person that's very stressed or taking drugs, or like they're saying is a narcissist, could well end up having a heart, because they're saying that someone's going to end up having a heart attack in the family. And I'm sorry, there's no way around it. They keep, and trust me, my spirits have been telling me some things. They really have. As going to have a heart attack, right? Is going to have a heart attack. Because I don't know. I feel like it's a bit like either someone that's been doing drugs, or see, even stress. If someone is stressed out that much, that even drugs or alcohol, if someone does drugs or alcohol, well, not really so much alcohol, but mainly cocaine and things like that. If you do know a drug addict or anything, it builds up muscle around the heart, okay? And then if this person is also stressed, or even if they're just a fucking complete wreck, stressed person, this person could have a heart attack in a car, they're saying. Or like, because it's involving, you see, like, you might look at this. That could be me. That could happen to me. If it is, it is. You know, that's how I see it. But how I do see these messages is the fact that these placements are also mine, right? Because I have quite a few Aquarian places, right? I also am a 7, but I'm not a Cancerian, but I am a 7. So it might be me, but it might be someone in my life that this happens and I witnessed this to and about. Do you know what I'm saying? Because without me looking at cards, when I look at cards, I'm just going to pretty much read what I see through these eyes. What I see through this eye is going to tell me loads of stuff all at once, right? So don't jump to a conclusion and think, oh shit, is that me? That's just my head trying to get together what on earth all this is. And this is why I do these bits compared to the tarot reading. So if you watch this and lose your mind, but you don't watch the tarot, you might not really find out what that is. And I'm not trying to coach you into it because that's your decisions. But I'm saying, for people that just find this channel, please don't just like come to your own conclusion, start panicking and worrying and not really understand what channeling is, and then also not watching the tarot reading to back up the questions that are answered through that, okay? So what I am hearing here is that these could be things that you witness in your life by someone that could be taking drugs, drink or alcohol. But if it's like cocaine and drugs, I'm picking up that whatever it is someone that is so stressed, right, that is like building muscle around their heart. Okay, now me, that also means around weight. I've been on a diet for a little while now and I'm really looking after my health. But if someone is of like ill health, like an older person, and they're really goddamn stressed out, this person could have a heart attack, and I'm sorry, but they really could. You could work for people, even, for instance, that are older people, right? But whatever it is, I keep picking up that in this energy, someone is a goddamn very big narcissistic energy, and they are either drinking and doing drugs or all of the above. They're a very stressed Eric, or they're a very stressed person, okay? And they are getting so wound up, they are getting very stressed, and it even kind of relates to some of the messages that I've said in other ones, but this could be relating to those same people, where I said that you will see this person becoming very stressed maybe on camera, like myself, right? Because of things that are going on externally behind the camera, like Libra, that you may not see that happens behind the camera. That's why when I come on the camera, I explain to you things that go on in my life that let you know what goes on, okay? Because there's these cross comparisons that people have, all of these Aquarius placements in their chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. And because these mothers and fathers and brothers and sisters, they've all got the same sort of placements of Pisces, Aquarian, everybody's kind of getting mixed up at the moment by everybody kind of like doing this, let's just make this very difficult for people to understand who the fuck it is everybody is, right? So do you get what I'm saying? So you've got some people here that are getting very, very, very annoyed at someone, and it could even be my channel for calling people out, right? Because I'm hearing like, I don't care if you're a narc, I'm just going to call you out on it. And because somebody is calling people out and telling the truth, somebody on the end of around Libras, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus or Jupiter, is not liking the fact that this truth is being told and does not like the truth being told to them. They prefer to be lied to, right? Or like is being lied to. Like, now this is only going to really represent if you are around a drug addict or a very narcissistic person, because you've kind of got this supply and demand, and it came up around the Scorpio reading, where it was to do with people that may run a project of demand, where you only get it for like 72 hours maybe, and then you have to pay a lot of money. Man, I'm staying right out of it. But it's something about like it's on demand, but you only get me for one night only, right? Well, that can be energies where you only get it for a short period of time. It's like, what, you get it once and then you get it twice, and it's a bit like a peep show type sort of thing. It's like going once, going twice, 3 times. So it's something around a Pisces energy, right? But you've also, they're kind of like good messages, right? Like a hula hoop girl. But you've also got this energy that could be coming through of people's channels that run a demand center, which means that you pay an extortionate amount of something, but you only get it for like, I don't know, 72 hours or like a day or two, and then it cuts off, and you've paid like loads of money for the extended, but you only get it for like 2 days, and then it cuts off, and then it's like, well, hold on a minute. If that's a month reading, and I only had it for 2 days, then what do I need to do? Well, you need to buy it again. Really? Well, I'm not buying it. It doesn't weigh up. Libra. Okay. So are you slowly watching your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venuses and Jupiter and putting these together? That these could be other people that are getting annoyed because someone's speaking their mind? I don't know. Are they? But again, like I said, don't look at me. Just look at a tube. You know, you come here for YouTube, you get straight up question and answer. If it's asked by you guys, that's what's going on, my spirit will tell you. Pretty much. I won't. My spirit will. People want to know questions and truth and answers of what's being hidden behind curtains, then it pretty much tells, my spirit tells me, okay? But careful, that's alright. But like, you've got this company, bad policy, right? And you've got some companies that are like, I don't know, you know, because you do get, each to their own, bruv, you know, each to their own. But you do get some companies that are doing this demand where they can have a website maybe, and you buy it and you spend an absolute fortune on a personal reading. Yeah, probably 180 quid, something like that. Man, really? But like, you know, like, well, because this is what I was saying about everybody. As a feminine energy, when you're in desperate need, but you, as a feminine energy, you spend, you see, everybody spends, it's the economy, right? But my beef is with these large companies that know that you need it. And if they know you need it and they charge extortionate amounts of money, it's because they know you need it. And as a feminine energy, if you're in times of crisis and that you are absolutely worried sick and you need an answer to something, if you say watch an extended reading, okay, and I'm a tarot reader, right? That's why I have mine for, I think it's £12, whatever that is in dollars, I've got no idea, but it's £12 for a whole month, and you get loads of readings, a yearly reading and God knows what. And I am, trust me, I'm not in competition, right? But what I'm hearing through these same energies is certain companies that are bigger than others. And if you don't, it's kind of like I'm a feminine energy and I'm desperate, right? And I'm desperate. Listen, I'm desperate. But like desperately seeking Susan, desperately seeing someone, or desperately seeking something. I don't know. But seekings, I'm also hearing seekings or Vincent, right? Or V, anything to do with V. But I'm hearing as well that my beef mainly is around people that get ripped off. I don't like people being ripped off. And as you see through my personal readings as well, that are normally about an hour, but also what I run as Patron, I try to give you about 3/4 an hour to an hour extended reading, right? I try to give you as much info as I can. Some places, yeah, I can go to another place, right? But my beef is some people, they corner the market, came up around Libra, they corner the market that well, right, that they know that people need these things because they're preying on vulnerable feminine energies. And you've got to watch Scorpio energies because it was in there around Leo. It was in the Libra reading around Leo. Okay, it was the Nine of Wands that came up through the Scorpio reading. But it was not the Scorpio reading. It was when I cleared that away and did external energies of what's going on in people's lives. Okay, so they are very important, and you will see if you are part of Patron. And I'm not trying to coach you into joining. Just saying if you are, you will pick these messages up and see what I'm seeing. Okay, so you've got this where somebody is charging extortionate amounts of money through feminine energies, knowing that they need it, okay, cornering the market, probably selling fake or false products that came up around the Libra readings and God knows what else, selling fake false products but charging a lot of money for it. That can also be on things like demand, like you can watch extended reading, but you only get it for like an hour or 2 hours or a day or 2 days, and then it cuts off and it's like a peep show. When it's like a peep show, it's kind of like, okay, put your money in your slot, there you go, right? You can see it for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes or 2 days, and then like it just cuts off and you're like, oh no. It's like, well, if you want more, you're going to have to pay for it. Now, for some of these are very good energies because it... Okay, we're going to leave those ones there, right? Okay, because I can kind of see this, like, you get to see something and it's very alluring and tempting. Now, if that's sex, that's very good because it's going to... They're saying that's very good. But kind of like, it's like a peep show in it. Man. It's like a peeping energy, like a peeping Tom or something, right? Or the name Thomas. But excuse if there's loads of commotion going on. If you can hear, that would be the narcissist. But you've got this energy of where it's like I'm going to show you and tempt you and lead you on and all this kind of stuff, right? But you've got the name Lee here also for a lot of you. Okay, now you've got this energy where I'm also picking up, because of same placements of Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter, 5 of them, right, is that somebody is cornering the market, which I suppose, man, I get fed up. I suppose it could be coming across as like it would be me doing it. That is like flaunting something, right? Flaunting something to lure people in. Now, if you're looking at like business or something like that, it can be where people say do tarot readings or stuff like this, and they tempt you in with, because on that reading it went into food, it went into God knows how much of trying to tempt you into something, right? But when you're looking at the energies of around business, it was something to do with around where it might be like you only get it for a short period of time, but you don't get it for long. Like, you don't get me for that long, but you do get me. Do you get me? So it's like, so you only get me for a short period of time, but at least you've got it. So I'm picking up that these messages here are maybe on people that are doing this on demand type sort of energy. Is it called on demand? I don't know. Because people can also have websites where you buy an extended reading, but you pay for the whole thing expecting to think, you know what, if I paid for it, I actually want it. Like, I want the thing that I'm paying for, and I'm not getting what I'm paying for, right? So if that comes to, like, say you spend a huge amount of money on something, but you don't get it, you're like, well, I don't get that then. Why do I not get it? But you've also got this energy of here of like, I paid for that, and how come is it that I only get it for like a very short period of time that could be like a day or two, but I paid for it. So if I paid money for that, surely I should be able to see that for however long it is, right? So if any of these messages are relating to some people that have said, how come I joined Patreon but it's because I can't see it, that's because you need to download the app and make an account on Patreon, because it's not YouTube. Patreon is a separate account from YouTube, meaning that when I join, I need to make sure I download the app and join from the app, and then when I join a Patreon, whoever that is, and I join Patreon, Patreon will remember that I'm joined to a subscription. Okay, so you join Patreon, you sign in with an email and everything. Sorry if I have to go over this, but it's not everybody. But you have to sign in, make an account with your email and password. Every time you use the Patreon app, that will say, oh, hello, whoever this is, you are subscribed to, say, 7 Tarot for a month. Okay, so you can pretty much watch, if you are on the full access bundle, whatever you want for a whole month. Okay, so make sure you download the app if you are, because for some reason I'm picking up a strange dynamic of people not being very clear on like how much they're getting or what they're getting for it. And I don't know if that's involving me, because like I said, I'm cross-matched at the moment in my head, trying to figure out, because narcissism and gaslighting would also fuse my brain out. Because you got mixed amount of messages here that are involving control, narcissism, cornering the market. I don't understand. I may not speak English, and it's very difficult for me to understand what you're saying, or I'm older and I don't know how to work a computer, and I don't know how to work something. So you've got also now someone that may say, look, I need your assistance because I don't know how to work a computer, or I don't know how to work something. So you might have somebody in your life that comes back into it to ask you how to do something because you are efficient of what you do, which is around buying and selling. Now, if you're just very efficient and you know quite a lot about something, you've got people that are coming to you for a service, right? Now, some of these messages, they're telling me that might be where your past just turns up, right? And they ask you a question. Now, you have to be you have to be controlled. You have to be controlled. This person's going to control you or them by coming back into your life to ask you a question, right? Could be involving around a Libra, but Sun, rising Venus or Jupiter. And they're going to come back into your life to ask you a question to get back into your life, knowing that you know something, meaning like, okay, you know the answer to a question that I want to know, okay? So I need to contact you and ask you, but this is an ex, right? Emma, ex-Emma or Emily. And they might be trying to ask you something to coach you and get you back into, and if it's a coach, it would be a lift. And it would also be a coach. Through the Scorpio reading, it was a false, fake Leo energy of a false life coach. You'll have to watch the reading because I'm not going to go over that either as well. It was to do with a fake life coach. It was a life raft. Someone was trying to throw out a life raft to someone. And it was also involving a lot of fish, which was a lot of Pisces. And trust me, guys, you are going to be so confused through this because you have got a lot of placements that are around the same nature. A lot of them. Meaning a lot of interest and a lot of investments and a lot of money could be involved. And a lot of business. And all of these people have got the same kind of, what I'm hearing, that is all spread internet worldwide. They've all got round about roughly the same kind of Sun, rising Venus and Jupiter, and Aquarian is part of it. Okay? And it's like this ringleader gang of like large company gangs, right? Meaning like they're trying to squash out the smaller companies and the smaller people by claiming something. Like the top rung, the top ladders, the top people were trying to climb the ladder of success and trying to also squash the small people. Because I keep picking up that there's a lot of dirty, shady dealings that are all been done around the YouTube tarot community, that there's a lot of, these people must really have a lot of these placements. Because it was Leo, Libra, Leo, Aquarius, Alchemy and you, she got pressured, bless her, and got forced to go into her thing because of uncanny narky comments by people. If you want to know who that person is, then watch the extended of Scorpio, and that person is there because it was involving a Cancerian, Aquarian, Virgo, so that might have been a person. Okay. Like I said, y'all come here, I'm just going to blurt the truth out. You've got this, like, where people don't like the fact that they're being fucking called out. Narcissists. They don't like that the light is being shined upon their business. They don't. And they kind of got this inkling that people may have been spreading word or spreading rumours as they see it, but that's because that's shining a light on these people that know that they have a lot to lose through this, and that they can't say anything about it because they know if they do, they're going to show their true colours and show their hand. And it is involving around Libra, okay? And we're looking at business here, Aquarius. We're looking at like who shows their hand first, meaning that there are so many people behind the scenes that have got this in their head that they're trying to get ahead and trying to like beat everybody else and accomplish everything to beat you. Well, I suppose in a community of business, then I suppose people do because I mean I'm Aquarian in Vedic sun sign, but in Venus as well. But yeah, I suppose even I'm seen as that way. It's kind of it's a very strange message, if I am honest, Aquarius, because it feels like a lot of, if I can kind of wrap it up for you, if I can wrap it in a box, maybe a glamour box, I don't know. But if I can wrap it up for you, it's just kind of like a lot of people that are trying to corner the market and make people feel intimidated the fact that they need it. And that's what bothers me, because I understand about being a feminine energy that really needs to know something. And I can feel what that is like for being compromised with companies that are very expensive. Because you look at, say for instance, drugs, for instance, right? You can have a drug, love is a drug, right? You can have a drug and it's very expensive and you need it. You have to have it to survive. It's like a supply and demand of something that we need, but we know that you need it, right? And if these people are making like a lot of money, that's why. It's because people, and you can relate this to everything, it doesn't have to be like a community of something, but the energy that I'm feeling that is stirred up through me being a conduit is the pact. It's a Leo energies. But like it's a pact that people have made here by making it by other companies that are bigger than them, right? So you could work even for a company that's bigger than anything, right? And it seems to be unfair, right? An unfair advantage. So you've got, again, my spirit keeps saying that people are taking advantage of people. They are literally taking advantage of them because they're probably just thinking about money, you know, which everybody likes money, right? Everybody does like money. But I am picking up such strange energies where it involves me because I am a tarot reader, but I have to still be true to my word and be honest of what I hear. That does disturb me. And I always stick up for the underdog, and I always try to give you the messages that Spirit does. It's like I said, people can blame me all day long, right? But Spirit is what flies around all these things that you don't know that happens behind cameras and behind people's lives, And my spirit just flies around and goes, well, okay, well, you all really want to know what goes on behind the camera and behind people's lives and behind the Cameron, if someone's called Cameron. If you really want to know all of those, well, then my spirit is going to fly around and pick all that information up and just give me it to give you it, right? So why people blame me, for instance, of like giving them the truth, is where human nature would then start to take effect, where it's like a cause and effect. It's causing like affection. It's causing like an infectious disease of oh, well, I don't know what that was for. It's causing like an effect on someone's business. It's kind of like, I don't know why this is. It's like I feel like my business is being infected. It might be the coronavirus, and it could be because of the infection. They keep saying like something to do with an infection. Don't know where that message is coming from, guys. An infection. Like an infectious disease, but that's also like narcissism and drugs, because that's kind of like, I have a disease. It's kind of like, look, I need tablets, and I have to have my tablets, and like I have to have those, so I have to buy. You see, in the UK, man, y'all can get tablets. You don't have to pay like what people do in different countries. It's because you have to have insurance and stuff, right? Because we have the NHS here. We have the NHS. But you've kind of got this, look, I need it, and I need it, and I need it. And I don't know if this is anything to do with drugs, or if it's to do with like supply and demand. Like, I'm demanding things and supply. Like, this person could be very demanding. And that did come up where a few of you have been very kind and like linked things or whatnot, or sent me private emails showing me other people that have been flipping out over money. And it came out through other readings, like flipping out over losing clients or losing people, or like everything being lost and they can't figure out why, and that spirit that realizes that they've been doing something shady. And I told you, if I come out with like a video that I did, which was around the narcissistic tarot readers buying like subscriptions and stuff, well, that was why I made that, because my spirit was telling me loads of messages that they're messages that I get fed to. And if I hear all of those kind of things, I think, well, the public deserve to know. So I tell you, and I normally make a video for that, for things that are coming up, because it's still part of metaphysical time, which is past, present and future, which is things that have been going on, still are and still will. Okay, so you've kind of got this something to do with around a will, like I don't know what this is for. Probably I'm only staying here because of the will, or the name Bill or William or so. So let's try and wrap this up before I actually give you a reading with cards. You've kind of got this very weird, if I'm honest, Aquarius, to try and settle a lot of you down, you've kind of got where I can't give you a direct, straight message that might mean anything, because I'm getting cross-matched energies by business and love and control, and the love of money and the love of control of it, and the love of control of a mother that's a very controlling mother here, is what I'm picking up. Like, I love to control things in my own favour. So obviously a lot of that's going to really resonate with you if you've got one, but you only have to relate a message to the person that you know that you have in your life that causes that, right? Because it's, this person is still trying to control things by using things, and it's been coming out through through my readings for a lifetime, really, but which is like a lifeline. Like, I'm trying to give you a lifeline. Someone is lying about someone to a Leo as well. This could be a mother or something. I was lying to one, because I keep hearing like I'm lying to one. which is an Aries because it's 1, and I'm lying to 1. Anyway, Aquarius, again, just to try and wrap it up, very confusing messages for you. I came on with this great energy of some very good stuff for you, but because of this being here, it's kind of like, well, because this thing is here, I can't do it. Like, this person that's stopping me, because of this thing being here, I can't physically do what it is that I really want to do. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's something that somebody really wants to do, and they always feel like they're intimidated by a person by not being able to do it because there's someone around all the time. Like, they're very, like, they're a narc, pretty much, I feel. And it's kind of like, oh man, I wish this person would just go away so I can actually have time to do this thing that I really wanted. I can really do this thing that I really want to do, and I've got something going that's very good. Like, I wish they could just get out or go away so I could do it. Well, I mean, if you've got kids, leave them alone, man, because they're probably doing something, right? So, you know, don't burst in on people. Okay, because I'm definitely picking up this frustrated energy of, like, I'm so frustrated that there's something that I really want to do, but I can't do it yet because there's someone around, and I need to get rid of them first before I can do it. So is this family members, or is this somebody that is around you that's a control freak, that like wants to take control of their life, but they feel like they can't because there is someone presently around you that makes you feel so uncomfortable that you know that you have to wait until the coast is clear before you can speak or do something, or, I mean, that's intimidation. There are narcissistic energies there that implement fear because you know someone's whispering or listening, and it's kind of like they're listening in and all that kind of like shit, and like, I wonder what's being said, and I wonder what you've been doing, and like all those very fucking irritable kind of people energies, you know. That's what I'm seeing for you, Aquarius. Because I keep picking up like people appearing in a window. Man, you're going to have to watch Scorpio energies, you really are. Peering in on a window. It was the 3. It was actually on YouTube, I think. Yeah, it was. It was the beginning when I did their past bit. Scorpio. Watch Scorpio reading, where it's about the 3, peering in on someone's window. And it was to do with Cancerian and stuff. Right. Watch that one and you'll get some messages there, guys. Okay, so I hope that was truthful enough for you. That's all I could really do, okay? So, because I reckon that someone's just called out a load of narcissists, and that would be me, and that's where everything just comes crashing in. But me, I'll call them out. I am so sick to death of narcissistic people that I just call them out left, right, and centre. If I feel it and my spirit tells me, man, I just tell you what they tell me, and it's straightforward up like that. If my spirit is watching all of this shit that y'all lot can't see, if they tell me, well, majority of things, not everything, not everything, but if there's any like very bad things, right, they tell me, right? So work that out. Okay. So not everything. Let's see. Oh, let's see. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising of Venus and Jupiter. Wrong deck. Sorry, Aquarius. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. What has been going on with my Aquariuses? Showing ourses. Showing. Oh, really? Oh my God. Really? You know, I was just saying, like, you need to go and watch the Scorpio reading where the 3 of Pentacles just appeared up. Same card, same place, here. I'm still in the same place as what I was before, compromised by a Piscean energy, and then it went to a Pisces hangman that was also a 3. 3 and 3, right? So, oh. Pisces, 3, same card. 3 of Swords. Now, holy shit. You guys really need to go and watch the Scorpio reading. Okay, the Scorpio reading. Jesus, man, this is like I am flat out. Someone, I'm hearing, I'm just flat out lying. I mean, I might be lying about things. I've got no idea. I'm hearing, but I feel like I'm being flat out lied to, or lied to, Elijah. You're right, but I lied to, or like collage to, but you could be French or something. But man, I can't work this out now. It's the same reading. It's like, hey, what have they got in there? It's like, what have they got? It's like, oh, you see what they got in there? It's like, look, get out. I want to see it. What do you want to see? It's like, just get out my way, will you? I want to have a look. So you've kind of got someone that's peering in here and two people that want to have a look through this window. So it's kind of like, look, I want to have a look. No, look, I'm looking. It's like, you have caught my attention because I am looking at that pair. Because this person here is looking at a pair here. Pair of blue tits here. It's like, look, I'm having a look at those pair. So, like I said, for a lot of you, there's something to do with around someone's parents, is what I'm hearing. Their parents. Meet the parents. Meet the folks. I want to come and meet the parents. Or can you meet my parents? Or can you... What? Same energy. What you got there? It's like, cool, look, Sid, what have they got in that window? It's like, I just need to have a quick look. Hold on a minute. I just want to see. But again, there's this energy. Oh man, sorry, but the messages are going to be slightly different. This is somebody that keeps appearing and poking into someone's personal life, meaning that this is a control narcissistic energy here, right? And like, say for instance that you come out of a room and you go somewhere. Someone leaves what they're doing to smother a child here because they can't forget a person and they can't stay away from this person. Meaning like, it's like a moth to a flame energy, right? It's like, as a compromised one, when someone starts to think about what they want to do with their life here, like education or what they do with their work, they feel so compromised with their work, doing their work, and also spiritual work, by somebody around one of these energies that makes them feel very uncomfortable to leave their room or to leave anything because there's someone that is always listening outside the door, or there is someone that's always peering in to this person's life to try and find out what it is that this person's doing. But because you had the Scorpio energy where there were both Pisceans and Aquarian and Cancerians, it's impossible here. Because there's so many, because you've also got another one now. You've also got another Pisces energy, which is also an Aquarian. So that's why I keep picking that up. It's because, man, a cheater and a liar could have a, where an ex went back, and Aquariuses did have that. Somebody had like an Aquarius moon compared to someone that had, say, Aquarius in Venus. Say the Aquarius moon sign went back off with another person that had Aquarius in their chart, and they got back with that person and they done a full 180, and as they've done that 180 they came back to the other person that is a Pisces that also has Aquarius in their chart, and this person told this person to piss off and go away and go and do whatever you want, and because they did, now it's left this person standing on their own, right? So it's kind of like, look, just leave me alone. I just want to be on my own. Because you did. And it's exactly that came out through your Aquarius reading now that's telling me that somebody went back to their past partner that also had Pisces Aquarius in their chart somewhere, of Pisces, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. They went back to that person. But you might even get Aquariuses out there that don't realise that the Pisces Aquarius, shit, there's so many of them, bruv. There's so many of them. So somebody here of the same nature of placement went back to somebody else that may have been a Pisces, but they may have also been an Aquarius in their chart as well. Or they were an Aquarius and they go back to that. That's the pieces of Pisces of narcissism and control. So, because they went back to that person, they then came back to a Pisces that told them no. And they got heartbroken over the fact that they made a mistake. So they try to rectify it, but they rectified it the wrong way, which was the Michael Douglas game, which was where someone was playing too many mind games with a person that they didn't need to play the games with. And because that was a game of trying to get your attention focused on me, they went back then to do it the wrong way. So they done a 180. They went back to their past to try and sort something else out to get your attention, and did do. And your ears pricked up, which was pretty much like go away, right? So that's the fly away Peter, fly away Paul. So you've got this exact scenario as what you was in your last reading, and that is your past, which is where some people might be getting slightly confused with their love life, is because the person that went back to their past had the same placements as what you've got as an Aquarius. They had those in their placement. And everybody's kind of like, well, I've been watching like tarot now. Well, you know, your ex has the placement that you have that went back to a person that you may not know, that I'm telling you, has got the same placements as what you have, but slightly different. Where it might be saying Aquarius sun sign, but as a Pisces moon or a Pisces rising. They're all the same. The ex, the future and the past, they all have the same placement here. Well, it might not be exactly the same, but it's Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, Aquarius, Pisces. All day long. All day long here. And then, like I said, that's ex, future, past and present, all in one, where it all got into a drama triangle to cause that much confusion that all it did was cause an effect, which was control, which is what Spirit got to show everybody, which is that they are in control of planet. You're not in control of your contracts. None of you are. Right? Nobody is in control of the market. Spirit is in control of the market. Spirit is aware of what goes on behind the scenes. Spirit has your actual contract. Spirit also has your back. But if they had your back and Spirit has your back, then why would they put you together with a person to have your back to get you out of the circumstance that they put together? Because they put it together as personal growth, to learn a lesson, to be schooled by a Piscean of 3, or a Life Path 3, or a Sagittarius maybe. But you got put together with this person momentarily to be schooled by a Pisces. Now you might hate one, but they taught you a lesson here. They taught you a big valuable lesson here, because this is going to karmic court or school and being schooled by one, big time, karmically, of where you will blame a human for that, right? But there's here that someone is teaching people the right way and the wrong way to go about things. And the way someone went about this was the wrong way. They went back to their past, got scored and burnt by someone that had the same kind of placements, turned back up to the same kind of placements and got scored again. So they got writ off, they got sent into detention, basically, here. Attention centre, attention seeker, centre of attention. Also, attention centre, which could have been like juvie, anything like that. Jew, anybody that's Jewish, or called juju, okay, or voodoo, who knows, who gives a shit. Juvenile centre. Somebody could have been sent away here, locked up in prison for something. That's what I'm hearing. Locked up for juvenile delinquent. This is, I told you there was a child here that is unruly, that got sent away to juvie for committing a crime here, for committing a crime. That's what I'm hearing and seeing now, guys. Juvenile delinquent got sent away to juvie. I'm also hearing a UV light as well, a UV light like an X-ray or X-ray owls, or X-ray, like an X-ray vision, or like an X, like went for an X-ray. because I keep picking up these things being scammed or scanned, like with an X-ray. Someone could have gone for an X-ray, and they went to that X-ray and realised that there was something majorly wrong. Because I did pick up, like I said, a heart attack or a stroke, or they had an X-ray and there was. Did I say that? Where I said a mole. That was it. Scorpio reading where I said a mole, and I said that get something checked here, and someone could have gone and had an X-ray on something here, and it might have been a serious disease here, because I did pick up disease centre or disease. Someone could have had an X-ray and realised that they've got something here, that they've caught something from someone. And if that is drugs, like I said, this person could have a disease in certain ways. Let's find out. What's this Three of Pentacles? Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. Yeah, something to do with someone's health. Really? Oh my God. The Empress. 3. Shit, bro. How the hell do you work that one out? Told you. Pisces. A Pisces' mum. Or it is a Pisces. Or the other person is another woman and they're a Pisces as well. Or their mother has got Pisces in their chart. Or the person's ex, they went back to their ex and their mother has Pisces in their chart. There are so many Pisces Aquarians up in here, bruv, you'll never figure out. You know, you've been schooled by, basically, you've been schooled for a lot of you by astrology, by a lot of people entering into your lesson of like understanding about it doesn't really matter what energy is what energy, is because there can be a like Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, which is like 5 major placements that you have. Well, you can watch this as someone that knows me, that watches this and says, well, that sounds and feels just like my person, right? Anyway, you've kind of been schooled here by a mother, by a controlling person here for a lot of you. Or this person went off back with a Pisces woman. So if you've got a cheater and a liar, it's something around a Pisces energy. The Empress. Because this pregnancy, this is someone went for a pregnancy scan. You see here, they went for a pregnancy. They went to the doctors to see if they got pregnant by a person that they may have slept with. That's what I'm saying. There was like this drunk call type sort of energy, and someone might have like gone back with an ex and got pregnant through that. Luckily, I'm not a woman. And I ain't slept with no one. The Empress. The Empress. Yeah, the Fool. Again, another Piscean energy here. Well, Aries, Pisces sort of for me, really. But, yeah, I mean, well, that's a new beginning and a fresh new start. So, y'all definitely single. I mean, because these ones are now future cards, it's kind of telling me like a lot of you are having a really good time with around a Pisces energy. That's for sure. If you're having a good time here. Because there's the Fool, there's a trip and a journey and someone that makes you feel very excited to see them or to hear from them here. But I'm using a different lot of cards. But trust me, in the Scorpio reading, there were 2 Pisces. One was a bad energy and one was a good energy. And it's kind of here. So I can't even work that out. I'm sorry, but I can't. the Hangman. Yeah. Someone's taking a cheap shot. You got Libra here. What was that I picked up? Same card as in the Scorpio reading. Someone's scored. Basically, it was to do with around this energy of Libra that someone was scoring drugs, because this person's also scored like bullseye, meaning it's around a marriage or like scoring drugs, or like they've hit the jackpot. They've just hit the bullseye, right? So there's something to do with their eye, but they're taking a shot in the dark, basically. So they're taking a shot at someone. Meaning I'm going to take a shot with this person and give it a try. Energy. What's the 2? Yeah. See. Virgo energy here. 9, 10, 11. It is. You've got this very good energy here of 3, and this very strange energy here that's, man, is the 2 of Swords and the 9 of Swords. Is stressed out and worried and is doubting over someone now to think, well, I mean, we're looking at past, sorry. So this person went back to their past, realised they made a mistake. They went back thinking that it was all going to be Rosie and Jim, okay, with the Emperor, with the Empress and the Fool, and thought, well, what a great new beginning. I can go back and talk with my ex. They did do, and when they arrived back with another person, they got let down and now they're regretting it. So there's an energy here that now is regretting what they did to one of these signs. Which one this person is, I've got no idea. But somebody left. That person felt very good, the fact that that person had really gone. They went and realised that they made a mistake. By the time that they got back to someone of the same placements, they got turned down and turned off as someone got turned on. So they got turned on to a new person, or is being turned on by a new person. That's like this energy of like, well, they turn me on and they turn me off. So if you had anything to do with around a monitor that might have needed turning off, I don't know what that's for, because I'm hearing, well, you turned that off, turned it off. And that might have been anything medical, okay? But man, I've got to stop smoking. But there's this energy also here that's, well, you turn me on, but you as a normal person that I'm with turns me off. Meaning that somebody's with a person that doesn't do it for them. It doesn't float their boat. But another energy around here, it really does float someone else's boat. Meaning, well, that person floats my boat more than what you do. Or you care about me more than what you do. Or you voodoo you do. But again, you care more about me than what anybody else does. Or 3 of Swords. 3 of Swords. Again, another Pisces. Oh my God, really? 3 of Swords. Yet again, man, y'all, if y'all ain't some sort of like Mr. Magica magicked up with like 3 of everything. Like, well, I'll have Gemini. They had, well, I'll have 3 of everything. So they probably did get 3 of everything, meaning like they didn't realise the fact that someone tried to put them in a third party, and then the other third party got left out, and then the third party was like, well, let's all row heaven in a little boat, clap, clap. 3 and 3, 6 of Swords. You know, we all go to heaven in a little rowboat, clap, clap. So I really don't know if someone was lost here. If it wasn't physically lost, it was just mentally and just mentally abused and lost. Meaning like, well, I played too much of a game and mentally abused everybody. The fact that now that I realise that I'm just fucking a sad, lonely person that just sits here on my own. You know, I mean, I'll sit here on my own, but I'm cushy, bruv. Like, you know, but I don't know. If someone's like really feels like down in the dumps, then that person there is really feeling the stress that they played that much of a game. They realise that they ended up just on their own. You know, but what do you get? That 3 and 3, man. Y'all can't get that much more of a fucking bind. Something going on at home here around money, around family, and the family's all involved, the people are involved, you're involved, money's involved, like your family and my family, they're all intertwined in it. I don't like your family, you don't like their family either. I mean, what is this, family ties or family affairs? Oh, Jesus. Well, no wonder you're single here, because I am and I would be. Because that's like an accident waiting to happen. That's what I'm saying. Someone's like looking at all of this thinking, thank God I'm just single and that I'm on my own here, because this lot is an absolute shit show and you lot are just running around like headless chickens. You really could also be dealing with like Scorpio energy. You're just running around like endless chickens, getting into third parties and doing all that. What on earth do you think that's about? Yeah. I mean, you know, y'all probably won't believe that or maybe see that, but that's what I'm seeing. Is your main message is there is someone went back to their past. When they arrived back to their future, they got turned off and turned down. And then the person that basically floated their own boat thinks, you know what, I'll float my boat somewhere else. And I'll take my business and I'll take my love and my offer somewhere completely different. And start to get turned on by a new person. The person that isn't turned on at all is pretty much turned off. Now, I'm sorry if that is a machine or it's a person now that is like sorrowful. But you have got that many threes here, I don't think I could possibly come out with another one. And if there's voodoo and witchcraft, don't worry about them, they're losers. Right? Because that's what they lost, everything. Because they did witchcraft maybe, or because they played too much of a game. They thought it was going to work and it didn't. You know. But anyway, so that's your reading, Aquarius. So we are now going to go over to Patreon where I can actually do your reading now. Okay, that's your past kind of funny, comical where you can all look at Steve and see what he's going to spill out of his mouth next. That's that bit. That's some kind of reading. But for me to concentrate now, man, that's an hour and what? We're going to go over to Patreon. If you want to join, it's the full access bundle. We're going to do a spread for you, clear it away, do a spread for your partner, or external energies of looking in. Trust me, if you are on there, watch the Scorpio reading. Okay? So that's that. If you want to join, all links are provided below. But if you do, make sure that you listen to the bit that I said, because I don't want people to not get the videos. If you're joining, it's because you have to sign in or every time, or get the app and actually make sure that you're signed in. Because Patreon's not glitching, it shouldn't do, because it's not part of YouTube. It's just a link that you follow to Patreon, and when you're on it, you have to join it. A bit much like YouTube. You know, in order to save videos and God knows what else, you've got to join YouTube, right? So use Patreon in the same manner. When you get to Patreon, just create an account and then join something, and it will let you know and remind you that you are a patron of that tier. And then you should find it so much easier. Okay, that's pretty much what I think may have gone wrong with a couple of people, because I did get someone, and I can't do anything. I'm sorry, I just can't do anything. Once you've joined, if you can't see it, but you don't know, like you've got to find out. Like I try to tell you, but there's nothing I can do. I'm sorry, you just have to figure it out yourself, really. Okay. So everything is provided below. Thanks very much, Aquarius, and I'll see you soon.